The vanishing point. Every fugitive heart has a final destination. When someone disappears twice, it's not by accident. It's choreography, a dance between fear and fate. And the last step always leaves a footprint. Rain tapped softly on the hood of Agent Tom Baird's SUV. Inside the motel room, the scent of bleach lingered. No blood, no prints, but a trace of perfume, Evelyn's brand. On the bed, a folded receipt. Phoenix Storage, Unit 14B. Paid in cash. No name, but under UV light, faint initials, EC. Sometimes, the trail isn't in what's missing, it's in what's left behind. Bolt cutters. Flashlights. A metallic clang echoed as the door rolled open. Inside, a single trunk.
Dusty. Locked.
Forensics popped the latch. Inside, no body, but dozens of journals. Handwritten by Evelyn Carter. Each labeled by month. 2018 to 2023. She wasn't just running. She was recording. Every lie. Every move. Every name. Baird flipped through one entry. June 2019, Boise, Idaho. He says we're safe now. I don't believe him. He watches every door. Every man who looks at me. Says love is protection. But I think it's a cage. Another, dated December 2020. He talks in his sleep now. About fire. About Rachel. He says her name when he dreams. I think she's still here, in his head in our house. In every confession, there's a breadcrumb. In every breadcrumb, a direction home. Profiler Dr. Karen Hollis read through the journals. She noted the shifts in handwriting, tone, pronouns. She's dissociating, Hollis said. Sometimes she writes as Evelyn. Sometimes as if she's Rachel. Baird frowned. Multiple personalities.
No.
Survival personas. She's splitting her identity to live under his control. To survive a captor, some victims become co-authors of their own captivity. Digital analyst Milo Chin scanned the journals for embedded codes. Evelyn had drawn tiny dots over certain words. When decrypted, they formed GPS coordinates. One in particular, a small town in Nevada. Eureka, Nevada. Coordinates don't lie. But the people who leave them? They always do. Baird and Nora arrived at dusk. The motel was quiet, weather-beaten. The owner flipped through old logs. January 2021. Guests registered as Mr. and Mrs. Reeves. Stayed 4 nights. Left suddenly. But he remembered the woman. She asked for a map. Said she was looking for a place called Phoenix Ridge. Baird unfolded a topographic chart. No Phoenix Ridge in Nevada, but in Oregon. A Phoenix Ridge Nature Preserve, 20 miles from where Rachel Moore vanished. The past doesn't bury itself. It plants seeds.
The forest had changed.
New trees. Old secrets. Ground-penetrating radar flagged anomalies near the cabin's foundation. Excavation revealed. A charred remains. A rusted locket. A melted photo frame. Inside the locket, a picture of Evelyn's family, one she lost in 2017. She didn't leave memories behind.
She buried them.
The remains weren't Rachel. They were unknown female, mid-30s. Death by blunt force trauma. Time of death. Early 2018. The night Evelyn first disappeared. DNA results came back. 99.7% match. Evelyn Carter. Nora's voice broke. That's impossible. I saw her. When truth collides with evidence, reality fractures the doctor. Hollis spread files across the table. 2 Eves. 2 timelines. It's possible she staged her death. Dental records can be manipulated. DNA could have been planted. Baird rubbed his temples. Then who's the woman in Kansas? If she's not Evelyn Carter, then she's the last person Evelyn made. When you run long enough, you stop being who you were and become who you had to be. Tip from a trucker. Woman matching Lydia's description seen entering warehouse with a man. Agents breach the site.
Dark. Silent.
Smell of oil and rain. In the center, 2 chairs. Ropes cut. A camera tripod. And a note. We finished our story. Let us end it. Every love story has an ending. Some just choose to write their own. On screen, Evelyn and Daniel, sitting close, her face calm, his eyes distant. We're not villains, Evelyn said softly. We're just what happens when mercy and madness meet. Daniel looked into the camera. They'll never find us again. Not alive. He took her hand, whispered something inaudible. Screen faded to black. The file ends there. No bodies found. No arrests made. And in the silence that followed, a new case opened. Because 3 weeks later, a diner waitress in Nebraska served coffee to a woman with Evelyn's eyes. And a man who called her Rachel.